Hello everyone, welcome back to Technique. In this video, we will look at the camera features of the Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra. Now Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra comes with a quad camera setup. You have a 200 megapixel camera, then you have a 10 megapixel telephoto, 50 megapixel another telephoto, and then you also have a 50 megapixel ultra wide, and then a 12 megapixel selfie camera. So let's see what all the camera offers in this price segment and what all features the camera UI offers. So we'll just open the camera app. So this is the basic camera interface, very clean and neat interface, and you do get a lot of additional features, and one new feature is the horizon lock. We'll talk about that in a while, and we'll also show you some of the camera samples we have taken, the portrait and other low light and other samples as well. So you can see the UI is very similar to the previous, and you get the option, the zoom options. You can switch between the lenses, you can go with zoom, and then here we have the focus enhancer. So this basically helps in focusing the object. If it is very close to subject, it will automatically go with the ultra wide and go with the macro option. So this is the focus enhancer. At the top you get additional options. You can see here watermarking is turned on and off. Then you have option for motion capture auto, and you can turn it on, and then you have some filters here. So you can see here there are plenty of filters available, and you can go with you can also select a picture as a filter and go with that as well. So these are the options. You can see here there are plenty of filters to choose from, and if you want to download additional, you can go with that option as well. So these are the filters option. Then you also get the option to change the picture size. 200 megapixel is there. The primary camera is a 200 megapixel shooter. So if you want to take in 50 megapixel and 200 megapixel, you have the option to change it. By default, it takes in 12 megapixel. And then you have the option of flash. So this is the basic UI. Then you get here additional options. If you go to settings, you can see here photo enhancer. If it is enhancing the photo, prioritize for quality. If you want to prioritize for speed, if you want to have a balance of both, so these are the options available. Then custom filters, you can see here we have already showed you that. Then you can enable watermark, you can customize the watermark, you can have the alignment, font, all those things you can customize here. So if you want to make a custom watermark, you can do it from here. You can also enable motion photos and video format. HEVC is the high efficiency format. If you want more compatible format, you can go with H.264. Then you have higher bitrate video option and HDR capture in the videos. It will give you a wider color range when you're shooting videos. Then if you want to take videos in log format, that option is also there, but that is available only in the pro mode. So these are the options in the video stabilization. Then dual recording is also there. Then you can see additional options like shooting methods, vibration feedback, all those things are there. So you can customize a lot of things here, how you want the camera UI to look. Then if you go to portrait, so portrait you get 4 different focal length: 1x, 2x, 3x and 5x. Basically the primary camera handles 1x and 2x, 3x is handled by the 10 megapixel camera, and 5x is handled by the 50 megapixel telephoto. Now if you click here, you have the option to adjust the blur density or the bokeh effect. You can increase or decrease the strength. You can go up to 7 or increase the strength. Then apart from that, you can also see that there are additional options. You can see here studio effect, high key mono, that is the monochrome, high key. Then low key monochrome is there. Then you have the backdrop and color point. So these are the options available in the portrait. You can choose all these options. You can customize how you want the portrait to be. Then these are the options. Then here you once again get the option to change the aspect ratio. Then if you go to the photos, we didn't complete here actually. We have the flash, the aspect ratio, and then you can change the exposure value. Then you have again the motion capture. So these are the options available here, and here you can turn on the beauty mode as well. Next, let's see the video recording mode. So video recording mode, here you get different options. You can see you can choose from here as well. Video size 8K 30 fps is the maximum supported. Then Ultra HD, that's 4K 60 fps and 30 fps. Full HD, here also you can see full HD 60 and 30 fps, and HD is also supported. So you can choose between whichever format you want. You can go with the 0.6x, 2x, 5x, 10x, and the maximum here is supported is 25x. For photos it is 100x, and for videos the maximum zoom is 25x. So this is the options available. You can see here 25x zoom maximum available. Then you can also shoot videos in HDR format. Then if you go to the more option, you get raw format, pro video option, I mean pro mode. You can adjust a lot of things, ISO, shutter speed, focusing, white balance, all those things you can adjust in the pro mode. Then let's go once again here. Then you have the food mode, panorama, slow motion, hyperlapse, and portrait video. So these are basically self-explanatory. If you want background blur in your video, you should be going with the portrait video motion option that is available here. Then one of the new changes is what you call the horizon lock available in the video recording. That means even if you're recording something and if you tilt the phone, the lock will make sure that it will not change. So we'll show you that here. Right now I am shooting this subject, and just go here. You can see a person running icon, so click here. This is the steady mode. There are 3 steady modes available, so you can see here the basic steady mode. Then you have the super steady mode, and then super steady mode with horizon lock. So select this, so you can see a super steady mode with horizon lock. Now I'm starting recording. So there you go. So these are some of the tips and tricks and features you can try out on the new Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra. It's a pretty good camera actually. There are lots of options available. It may not be the most versatile camera out there, but it does the job pretty well. And if you are not if you're not seen camera samples, here are some samples we have taken with the Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra. So hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you have the Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra, do try out these features to make the best out of your device. So thanks for watching. Hope to see you in our next video. Have a great day.